don't know how this is gonna work. I got a feeling it might not do too good, but again, eventually one day I'll have a good setup for doing this. This is the Lakers vintage starter jacket. This is the black one, the Lakers emblem on the chest. The buttons are missing paint. Could be worse. The second one at the bottom is the worst. The first and third are, moderate. Slight missing on the fourth one. The top one's solid. Big problem with this is it's missing a zipper. This doesn't have a zipper, of course, like people say, it buttons up just fine. Purple on the inside, size extra large. Taiwan, Republic of China. Inside pocket, a few little red stains right there. I measured this one and it was a little deceiving. Let me do it again while I'm filming, because I tried it on and I could tell it measured 29 across, but it must be that zipper pulls it a little tighter than the buttons do, because when I measured it, when I tried it on, I can tell, I'm familiar enough with these jackets that I could tell that that's a little misleading, that it was 29, because that would be like a 2X, and I don't get that. It measures 29 and a half across. I'll show you. I don't understand that. And it's not, and there's really not any kind of tension on it or anything. I don't get that at all. 29 and a half across. I would tell you what though, for this one, in case somebody wants to buy it, because it is for sale, I would definitely consider it extra large, like it is. I mean, I think it's the right size, and it's about 30 long. From what I always say, from the shoulder seam where the shoulder meets the hood down to the bottom, it's 30 inches, pretty much dead on the money. Now, two more flaws I noticed on this jacket. It's got the side zipper over here that works. Okay, side zipper doesn't work. It goes up a couple of inches and then it's stuck. So you don't have a whole lot of room with the side zipper. And there's a hole about 2.5 inches. I'm gonna show you. So this zipper, it's about 4.5 inches. So that side zipper goes up about 4.5 inches. And I measured this a while ago. There's a hole right there where the seam's coming loose. About 2.5 inches. On the back, there's a couple of red marks on the emblem. Right there you can see. Showtime era. This jacket probably came out when, now, I don't know, because like I say, I always used to think the Taiwan jackets were, in the 90s, but I won't be surprised. As I've said several times, I tried to research it again the other night, and I couldn't really find out much. But I wouldn't be surprised if this jacket wasn't out when Sam Perkins hit the shot to win Game 1 of the 1991 NBA championship. But then Jordan put him out in the next 4 games, and the Bulls won it 4-1. If it wouldn't have been for Sam Perkins, Jordan's college teammate, to hit a 3-pointer to put the Lakers over the top in Game 1, it would have been a sweep by the Bulls. I remember watching the game live because I'm a Tar Heel fan, and when James Worthy went to the Lakers, I became a Lakers fan and really fell in love with Magic Johnson. And then, you know, a few years later, so it's like maybe 3 years later, Jordan came along, 2 or 3 years later, and started doing his thing. But I was kind of tied into the Lakers at that point. I mean, I still pulled for Jordan and all, but like going into that game, 91, there's a weird thing. I couldn't tell who I was pulling for at the beginning of the game. And when it got down to crunch time, in the fourth quarter, I realized that I was still holding true as a Lakers fan. And weird story I'll just tell you real quick. As time went on, I hated the Celtics in the 80s. There's a way I could say that's the way my dad raised me. I was a Showtime Lakers fan, and just loved the way Magic played the game, the way he passed, the up tempo, the fast break, and all of that. And watched all of those battles where they had played against the Celtics, and I hated the Celtics at the time, but now I admire them now. But funny thing is, when Kobe came along, and I was mentioning this on a different video a while back, Kobe came along. I just didn't like him. Didn't like Kobe, the way he played the game, a little ball hoggish. In hindsight, by the time after Kobe had done everything that he did, and when he was winding down his career, it's basically like his last year, I really started appreciating his passion for the game and everything like that. And I remember that last game, I think it was his last game, and he hit like 60, 70 points or something. I'm like, man, this dude, he's really something. And I also learned that there's something for that. That's the way Jordan played. He didn't he passed the ball when he wanted to, but come NBA Finals, he went for it himself, and that's what you need. You need somebody that's willing to do that. And I was saying on a different video that's why I think LeBron has cost him a few championships, because he was unstoppable at times, but he would go ahead and pass the ball to teammates, which I love the way that the play of that. But for NBA championship, you need that guy that's going to take it, and you find the mismatch that nobody can't stop, and you utilize it. Anyways, funny thing, when Kobe was there and everything, and then the Celtics got the big three of Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. I just love Pierce's game, man. And I became a Celtics fan, even though I hated them back in the 80s. And I was going for them against the Lakers, and was it 08, I think? I think they beat the Lakers that time, and then the Lakers beat them when they got Paul Gasol. I think a couple of years later they ended up beating the Celtics. But the Celtics did get one win over the Lakers there. I think it was in 08. And that was my team, man. I just love Big Baby Davis, Nate Robinson. Just the way they played team ball, team defense, and all of that. And they beat Kobe and them. And I just, at that time I really loved it. But anyway, this is the Lakers jacket. Mentioned the flaws. Some fading on the emblems. The jacket's still a good, solid black color. So it's going to be for sale on eBay. Message me if you are interested. Size extra large. I gave the measurements.